Good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Irish Warriors MMA show. Today we have with us Gary Squeaky Rooney. How are you doing today, Gary?
All good, Dennis. Thanks for having me on, mate.
No worries, no worries. Built in the flats, fighting beyond the cage. Gary, how has your upbringing in the flats shaped your mindset and approach as a fighter today?
I guess just having to survive, bro. You know what I mean? Like that. Like it's a tough place to grow up, and just the determination. Wanting to get better, and I guess just the toughness of it, bro. You know what I mean? Like that. Like it's a tough environment, so you kind of have to learn how to fight early on. So that's what got me into it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So, upcoming, you have your third professional fight on Clan Wars. How does this fight compare in terms of preparation and mindset to your first two bouts?
Uh, no different at all, man. It's the exact same. Like from my very first fight, I guess it's always been the same. I train as hard as possible and just go in there and do my best. Like that. And it's worked out so far. So I guess nothing has changed since the very first fight.
Yeah, you're coming off a very, very impressive finish at your last one, a flying knee TKO. Are we looking to do
Yeah,
something similar, or what's the plan with that?
yeah, yeah. I'm definitely looking to get a finish. You know what I mean? Whether it's on the feet or on the ground, I'm definitely looking to come for a finish. Yeah. A lot of me amateur fights went to the decision, but sometimes the bell rang in moments when maybe I could have finished them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, as a new father, how has becoming a parent changed your perspective on fighting and your goals in the sport?
Yeah, good question, man. It's definitely changed it. Like it's not just about me anymore. It's I have a little baby to provide for, and it's like an endless supply of motivation, man. On days when maybe I don't want to get up and train, or you know what I mean. I have to. It's not just for me anymore. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's a completely different thing. Sorry, just someone's knocking on the window there.
All good, all good. I noticed you're wearing, is that your new brand for the t-shirt?
No, this is an old one, yeah. So this is the OGT. So I just said I'd throw it on, get the logo out there. But the new T-shirts will be coming soon, yeah.
What date? Can we get a date for them, for the viewers?
Soon,
No,
but within the
so
next 2 weeks.
within
Within
the
the
next
next
two
two
weeks,
weeks.
within the next 2 weeks.
Before the fight. They'll be here
Before
before
the
the
fight.
fight.
Brilliant, brilliant. So you have a special relationship with Ryan Curtis. What is it like seeing
Yeah.
him in the place he is now from the place he was back in last February through everything that he went through from
Yeah.
health to what happened with Leah?
It's absolutely unbelievable, bro. His mindset. I always knew he had a strong mindset, and I always knew how strong of a character he was. But when you see it in person, it really is. Like when I first seen him when he came home from Texas and Medellin, where he got his treatment and stuff like that. When I seen him walking and he's greeting me at the door, standing up, it's sometimes I had to pinch myself talking to him, like it is. It's like something out of a film, bro. And I really do think there'd be movies made about him and he'd be studied all over the world in the best colleges in the whole world.
And do you think we'll
And
ever
fair
see
play to you for
Ryan?
repping the top as well, bro. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Do you think we'll ever see Ryan back competing again? Is that something that could happen, or what do you think about that?
I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest, man, about the competition scene. Like, I'm not too sure what he would do to have to get passed for a fight and stuff like that. But I definitely see him on the match training again,
Oh,
100%.
brilliant,
I
brilliant.
already seen a clip of him hitting the bag like that a few weeks ago. So every day he just gets stronger. So it really wouldn't surprise me if he came back and fought again. Like it just wouldn't. He's the type of person where if he wanted to, he could. You can never doubt that man ever again after what he's done.
Oh yeah, after everything that he's been through, fucking fair play. So
Yeah.
balancing fatherhood and training must be quite a challenge. How do you manage your daily routine to stay sharp in the gym and train like a professional while also being quite present in your family and your son's life?
Well, I have a good partner, who definitely picks up my end of the slack. So I think like family is a team. It's not just about me; it's about Sophie as well. She's very present in like, also my training. She has me training gear washed and she has me stuff there ready to go. So it's a two-person effort, yeah. But it definitely helps. But I guess just like being there, when I come home before when it was just chilling out. Now I'm just going on walks with the baby and things like that. But it's a thing I'm still in the juggle at the moment. But it's getting there. Yeah, I guess every day is a new challenge.
That's cool. That's cool. You've mentioned before wanting to give back to the community through MMA. Do you have any
Yeah.
plans or visions using your platform to inspire other young people from similar backgrounds, or would you even consider starting a gym maybe when you're in your 40s
Yeah,
or a bit older?
yeah. No, I tried to open flat jiu-jitsu. So flat jiu-jitsu was an idea I had when I visited Brazil with my friend Jackie. And I was training in Fernando Torres' gym, and their gym is called Favela Jiu-Jitsu. So I kind of spun off that with flat jiu-jitsu. And like as much as it is a jiu-jitsu gym, it's definitely a community center.
Yeah.
It's places where the young kids can go and escape the troubles of violence and drugs. And that's basically what I want. I wanted like a half breakfast club and half jiu-jitsu gym. Like I wanted
Yeah.
for a place where it's not just about jiu-jitsu. With whatever passion kids have, they can use this as a safe space to explore whatever they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Gary Squeaky Rooney is your fight nickname. Where did the nickname Squeaky come from?
So Squeaky came from my cousin Lorcan. My cousin Lorcan was murdered at 21 years old in Oliver Bond Flats by a very, very scumbag individual. So I just said I'd keep his name alive, and yeah, I took it as my fight name. Then I was always told I had some similarities to him, so it's a little throwback. I haven't tattooed on my chest, so he's always in there with me, and I just said, sure, I might as well throw his nickname onto the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. I noticed you have another tattoo on your arm. Jesus is meant off again. You have
Yeah.
another tattoo just there. What does that represent?
That represents from my friend Theo, who unfortunately passed away to cancer. So when he passed away, he was a very, very close friend. He was like a brother to me, and he was a supporter in my career from the very start. So all my tattoos have meanings. I understand some people get tattoos just because they look good, and if that's for them, that's up to them. But for me, I think I like to use my body as a temple. So I think everything should have a story to tell.
Yeah, yeah. Looking back at your amateur career, what moments stand out to you as the most defining in your development as a fighter?
Which moments stand out? I guess in the moments where I had to face adversity. Sorry, that's the baby bleeding. Reckon they got. I guess the moments where I had to face adversity, in situations where like Tommy Clark had me in a very deep triangle, and I'm talking to myself, and like I guess in moments where like that you're talking to yourself. Same way against Adam Game, I'm tired. He's kneeing me in the chest, and just those obstacles where I had to dig deep in myself and fight through that and still come out victorious. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You competed internationally and represented Ireland on the big stage. What was your most valuable takeaway from your experience at the IMAF World Championships?
There's a few things. I guess like always being prepared, like because you're never sure who the draw is going to be, so you have to be confident in yourself, and not just about the opponent. Because I think maybe sometimes on the regional scene you get hung up on the opponent, and you don't really recognise your own skill set. So understanding your own skill set is world class, no matter what opposition you might face. And then also like sometimes I guess like the imposter syndrome kind of kicks in, and you think like, oh, maybe like is Bahrain or Dagestan like they're unbeatable, or Kazakhstan. They're saying that I haven't bet them yet. They're unbeatable to me so far until I actually do it. But realizing like the gap isn't monumental. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not Mount Everest to climb. It's a small hill. And it's more of a technical thing. Like sometimes I think you think these boys are invincible. They're like Ivan Drago, but it's you realize fighting them that the gap is a lot smaller than you initially thought. Yeah, so I guess fighting them lads, like I did lose to them, but it made me realize like I am up there and I do belong to be with the best in the world.
yeah. No, I was when I was over in Thailand. There was a good few lads from Dagestan there, and I always thought there's them on some big pedestal, and I realized they're
Yeah,
just like any other fighter. They're
Exactly, like they have a good skill set, but they also have weaknesses in that game, just
exactly,
like everybody, just like
exactly,
me,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, exactly. Many fighters talk about their influence of their coaches, but you have a really unique and special relationship with Richie Smullen. What makes your
Yeah,
dynamic with him unique, and how has it impacted your journey?
I guess just being personal friends outside of the gym, you know, like well, it evolved into like a friendship. You know, he was almost like a big brother to me at the very start. You know, he'd look after me, he'd bring me for food, he'd help me with the technique, and then that just led to, as I got older, meeting up outside the gym. And he's my baby's godfather. You know, so he is family now. And I guess just liking each other outside the gym, we're similar minded, we're two tough individuals who take no bullshit, and just pushing each other to strive for better. You know, I want what's best for Richie, and Richie wants what's best for me, and we both pull each other up on it when we think we're slacking or whatever the case may be. You know, and we believe wholeheartedly that we're both gonna make it.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Richie has an upcoming fight. I believe it is on the 12th of October. Will you be going over and
Uh,
cornering him?
I think it's the 19th of October. I
19th,
could be
19th.
wrong about
My,
that,
my
but I'm
apologies. I
pretty
think you're
sure
right. Yeah, you're right.
you'll put that out and edit
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah,
But no, he's fighting out in Tenerife on Brave. He has
yeah,
a good fight ahead of him,
yeah. It'll be
and
good.
against Jose Santos or something like that maybe.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not too sure of the opponent, but yeah, no, it's going to be a good fight for Richie, and I'm looking forward to Richie making a statement. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's done very well in the past couple of months, and I think this could be the fight that gets him that jump into the UFC, into the featherweight
Yeah,
division where he belongs, I think.
yeah, 100%, man. Because he's world class. Anybody
Oh
who's
yeah.
ever trained with Richie knows how good he is, and like that's it. Like he just needs that little extra push, and then he'll get there. Because I truly believe like he is one of the top featherweights in the whole world.
You've recently started training at Fight R Dublin quite a lot.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
noticed a big increase in your skill set from a boxing perspective with training over there with Emmett Brennan, with Jordan Moore, with all those lads?
yeah. I definitely have. Yeah, I've definitely noticed me striking improving a lot in me boxing, and then like also just me MMA in general. You know, once one thing starts to improve, the openings for other
Feature
things
each
start
other.
to improve as well.
Yeah,
Exactly. So just my boxing coming on has also helped my wrestling come on, and so it works in both ways. But I've really noticed improvements, and like it's not just for pro fighters, fight or the gym for everyday people who want to learn to
yeah.
get fit and want to learn a grown community. So it's an absolutely brilliant gym, and I'd recommend it to everybody. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I've been down a few times. It's a very, very nice place, very good
yeah,
community.
yeah,
Yeah. Now, two questions left. From what I've heard, you're a pretty big Naruto fan. If
yeah.
you could pick a favorite character, who would you pick?
Ah, fuck you, man. This is a tough question. Ah, like I don't know. It's obvious to say Naruto, I guess,
Ah,
but I
jeez.
don't know. For me, Rock Lee. I've always liked Rock Lee. I've always
Yeah,
liked the fact that he never had any ninjutsu ability. It's always been
yeah,
toijutsu, and he's always
yeah.
got like the shitty end of the stick. Also, like Guy Sensei, and that's it. And they're
Yeah.
also just psychos. Like they're also two
Oh yeah.
weirdos who are so funny, Like,
Yeah.
and
It's brilliant.
the challenges they put on themselves is hilarious. If they fail, then they have to run around the village 5,000 times and shit like that. But I've always felt connected to Rock Lee and Guy Sensei. Yeah,
That's cool. That's very, very cool.
yeah.
When
Good
you
question.
when you think about your future in MMA, what are your
Mm.
short-term goals and what are your long-term goals, both as a fighter and as someone who's becoming a role model in your community? We'll start off with the short-term goals.
So short term goals is win this next fight. Like that's the immediate short term. Win this fight with a finish and finish the year strong. Maybe have another fight towards the end of the year. Plays God if I come out of this fight healthy, and see how it goes. Like in the next at least let's say 1 year as a short term. I'd love to be knocking on the door of the UFC.
Yeah.
So within like this time next year, I'd like to be definitely talked about as one of the top Irish prospects, or not even Irish prospects, but just